Blake, it's been a long time since we've played a combo deck.
Very true, but this week I have something special for you because we're playing Jund Reanimator. Your readings, goblins and guys.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Blake.
And welcome to The Cloudpost, where we have new Magic the Gathering arena videos every Friday. We do ask that you like this video, and we do ask that you subscribe so that more people can see it.
Yes, The Cloudpost does not pay for advertising, so please like and share the video with your friends. It really, really helps grow the community, and we thank you for that.
Without further ado, let's dive into the deck tech with Blake's new brew, Jund SAGA? Welcome in to the deck tech. Blake, you may have outdone yourself. There are a lot of new cards here, and I've never seen a deck like this.
Yeah, this is definitely a weird one, Jake. It is called Jund Saga as a nod to Jund Saga in Modern, which was once a really cool deck. But it's not Modern. This is a standard deck with a bunch of sagas in it because Final Fantasy brought us a ton of cool sagas. These are creatures, so...
Indeed it did. There are a lot of Final Fantasy cards here, and there are some... This is essentially, from what I'm seeing, a Reanimator deck.
It is a Reanimator list, and it's using the creature sagas to reanimate, but because of a few different cards that work really well with it, we're going to walk you through it.
Yeah.
I'll say it's very fresh. There's a lot of brand new cards in this, and a lot of cards you probably have never even seen before or barely have seen.
Right.
Very rarely. Starting it out, we have to run cut down because we are playing Reanimator. Our game plan is a bit slower, but because we're Jund, we're a little mid-rangey. So we got cut downs in the main fora because you don't want to die early on.
Yeah, self-explanatory. And to go along with that, your early part of your curve, you have things like Momentum Breaker.
Yes.
To also kind of just, keep pace.
Now, we're not doing the bounce this thing, like do crazy stuff with it. It really is just going to synchronize well, and it works well with the Terra card you'll see later on.
Okay.
There's a ton of enchantments because Terra can mill enchantments and bring them back to your hand. So we got Momentum Breaker. Also helps you gain a little bit of life. Kind of nice.
Yeah, I like the card a lot. And perhaps in the same vein, I guess, Bitter Reunion, but this also enables you to get cards in the graveyard that you want in the graveyard.
Yes, you draw and you ditch, but it also gives your creature haste. So if you're able to reanimate and have that one little bit of mana, you can swing with a big creature immediately.
When this card came out, I mean, I even think back to like the limited format of Brothers War, and I didn't really think that this was a very functional card, but this has been used in a lot of Reanimator lists now, honestly. So this card's came up. Speaking of other ways to get cards in your graveyard, Fear of Missing Out is definitely a good one right now.
I do love me a FOMO. One of my favorite cards in Standard. Obviously, you see this one still in the Jeskai Eyeball, red, blue, white.
Yeah,
list.
The Jeskai, yeah. And this is good and powerful, and that's also maybe why you're doing this. It's not a full-on Delirium, but you're doing a little bit of Delirium.
Yeah, you can easily still trigger Delirium with the amount of mill we have, but it's really cool. Plus, it's an enchantment which you can get back. It proves very well overall in the list. The next card is another new one, which we played once before, is Esper Origins.
Yeah, this card is like...
I'm loving this card more and more every time I play it.
It is really fun to play, and I don't want necessarily to overstate the card because in a way it's just kind of a mid-rangey, card. I mean, in the beginning, when you're just doing it for the 2 mana, it's just a setup card. It doesn't affect the board immediately. You don't draw the cards, but you love this card going to your graveyard because the summon Esper Maduin, if I'm pronouncing that poorly.
I just say summon Esper because I don't know.
Yep, summon Esper. Final Fantasy fans, tell us, I guess, in however you can in the comments how we're off with that. But this card does a lot. So if you know what the top of your deck is, which you are surveilling with it, then you can a lot of times get value off of Summon Esper. And then in this list in particular, it looks like you're able to jump from 4 to 6 advantageously because you have a lot of powerful top-end spells.
Yes. It's just a really, really powerful 4-drop that you can flashback from your graveyard. Most of the time you have this in the build because you want to mill it and then bring it back. Its first sight is kind of weaker, but it overall is really just awesome in the build.
Yeah.
Having that 2 green on the second turn is huge if you are able to have it. So 4/4 is not a joke. It's a big boy.
Totally. And this is obviously an Overlord of the Baelmerk deck. Goes right in.
This is a necessity for this build. You need to have it to mill, and it's good because it can bring back most of your stuff. Almost everything's a creature. If not, then yeah, you've turned on Delirium, you know?
Yeah.
The only time you can whiff occasionally because you do run 24 lands, but otherwise, it's definitely worth putting in the deck, no question.
So yeah, the early game seems, there seems to be a lot of good setup, and then we're getting into sort of some newer cards. And Summon Fenrir we played against a few times with Unidex.
Yes.
But this is a cool ramp creature right now.
So that's one of my biggest inspirations was the Una build. And I was like, well, how do I make it more mill-based? Because black is obviously really helpful for that. And then what is the best reanimation I can use for that? Because black is the best for that. Una is awesome, but everybody's already playing Una, so I want to do something different.
Yeah.
So Fenrir is still really good, though, because if you can't find your reanimator stuff, you can ramp to your reanimator stuff.
Totally. No, and this, so this card is like, probably going to see more play if people are going to be ramping.
Very, very good uncommon. I would tell you to pick these up if you want to play it in standard, because I don't think they're going to get cheaper.
Yeah, good point.
Terra is the card of the kind of like the namesake of the deck here.
Yeah.
When she enters, you mill 5 cards. You can put an enchantment into your hand. So your game plan is you don't worry about the backside of Terra. That's just extra win condition. But 5 cards get milled, and you bring back an enchantment. Well, look how many enchantments are in the deck. Scroll off real quick.
Yeah, let's see. Does this tell us? It does, 25. In fact, 25 enchantments.
So chances are you're hitting an enchantment.
Yep.
The only one you want to leave in the graveyard is probably just Bahamut.
And we will get to that, right?
Maybe
That
Odin,
is something.
So according to what your game plan is. So, yeah, Terra's awesome.
Yeah, Terra, so like you said, 25 enchantments in the deck. This is a 2-for-1 very reliably.
Yes.
And that's what we're here to do at the Cloudpost. Very good. You have a 1-of Elder Dragon, or we haven't played this card in a while, but this card's super cool.
When I first started testing this build, I didn't have it in here in the main. It was in the sideboard. But I was like, wow, there's a lot of aggro out there, and having a main deckable board wipe is really good, but you don't have to have it be a board wipe if you don't want it.
Right.
Also,
either the second chapter or the dragon.
Yeah, the second chapter synergizes really well with drawing and ditching and trying to get your big things in the graveyard, and if not, hey, big dragon.
Yeah. So, I think it's been all the way since we played like a big old mono red list of some kind that we played this card, but this card's cool. And then here we go. We've got the Reanimator actual cards that bring things back. We have the Cruelty of Gix. This is a super staple of Reanimator and Standard, has been for a while.
It is one of the best cards from Dominaria, I think. But really, really cool card. You might be asking, why not Zombify? Well, these are enchantments. So when you play Terra, like one of the biggest qualms I have with the Reanimator list is, I milled my Reanimation card, my Sorcery, my Zombify, or my... Yeah, the Zombify is probably the best thing out there right now, but you don't hit it, and you hit it in the graveyard, and you have the creature in your hand, well, you're SOL. This prevents that, because if you mill it with Terra, you get it back with Terra.
Yeah, that is really exciting. That is really exciting, because it just takes, like, your kind of... Like, I think the point you're driving at with that, Blake, is it makes it more consistent, and it takes away sort of the gambling or the luck aspect. Just getting that more consistency. So I think it's really interesting. And then other than it being 1 more mana versus Zombify, you get way more bang for your buck, because you can use these first 2 chapters if you need to.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that this card is just really well suited against a lot of the decks in the meta. If you play against Control, it helps you beat that. Just being able to search for extra stuff, it's just so much value on one big card.
It is, totally. You've got 4 of those. Obviously, you're sort of stating with that, this is the better of the 2 choices, but you also have Rakdos joins up as a 2-of.
You got Rakdos joins up. It's really just because it's another enchantment reanimator card. However, there's a little combo with it. If you do happen to have like a legendary like Terra or her flip side, then that's a legendary. If that legendary dies, it does a ton of damage to your opponent.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can also reanimate things with a +1/+1 counter, so that's no joke. Or 2, excuse me. Bigger creatures are always good. Speaking of bigger creatures, here's our reanimator targets. We got Primal Odin, the summon Primal Odin. Once again, a Saga creature. When this enters, it destroys the target creature opponent controls. The next turn, if you swing with this and you connect, you win the game.
Wow.
Which is the weirdest ability.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Vraska token, which is old
right.
school.
Yeah. And then it draws cards, which I love drawing cards.
Yeah, we draw 2 cards, and each player loses 2 life. So we draw, and then they lose 2 life, as well as us.
Yeah.
It's a cool creature. It's really just because it's a removal spell. But also, if you hit this with Rakdos joins up, you're getting a 7/5.
Right.
That is huge. kill something, and if they can't block, you win. I will say that ability probably won't happen so often, but playing a 7/5 or even a 5/3 that comes in and kills something is just good. Plus,
yeah, it's a removal spell, and if you were going here next, like you can hit it with Terra. If you don't need to actually reanimate it, you could just mill it on say turn 5 and just have the mana next turn.
I will say this is the safest card to ramp into. You typically get to 6 mana in most games, so being able to play it, yippee, we got there. I do wish it did blow up a Planeswalker as well. I want it to be just a slightly bit better. It's one of the weaker cards in the
destroy
deck.
target non-land permanent would be a lot better.
Yeah, it's one of the weaker cards in the build as far as the Reanimator target goes, but hey, it's still a good one. And the last one is my favorite.
Oh boy.
If you haven't seen this crazy card, well now you have. This is Summon Bahamut, which is probably the best Reanimator target I could pick for the sagas. I don't think there's a better one. The sagas are kind of few and far between as far as big mana things go, and this one's huge. And its ability is insane.
It is. I mean, even if because this is a 9/9 flyer.
Yes.
Which I guess with Rakdos joins up, it's an 11/11 flyer. But this, even if it sticks around, even if somehow your opponent is chumping with like moth tokens or other flyers, you're getting like just ridiculousness because you're getting to blow up a thing in the first 2 turns.
Yeah, it's a permanent.
And
non-land permanent, but a permanent.
Yep, and then draw 2 cards, and Mega Flare is this creature deals damage equal to the total mana value of other permanents you control to each opponent. So if it just gets
to 4, you win.
Yeah. So that's crazy. So because if this was sitting on the field, then that's 5, and then it's like that's 14. There's a lot going on.
And most things stick around here. So very, very crazy ability. Really just casting it, and most people just concede if you get it out in the field, to be honest. If you blow something up and then they try to dirtle with it, you blow another thing up the next turn. Drawing 2 gets you ahead, and then if even dies then, it's still got its value back. But that's the main list. The lands. You might be wondering why I run so many basics. Well, we run so many basics because you run Fenrir, and Fenrir can only grab basics to ramp you.
Yep, gotta respect the Fenrir.
So I didn't want to run too little, and I didn't want to run too many. So I think 6 is perfect, and you also want to have at least 2 of each basic, because if you bin one, you're probably not getting it back.
Yeah, and you are leveraging the verges like a lot of decks in Standard. You've got 3 Thornspire, 2 Wastewood, and 4 Blazemire. So you still also want to have your Surveil lands, and there's extra value in Surveil lands in a deck where you are putting things in the graveyard.
Yep, it's a 2 of each Surveil, and then the only tech card we really run for the land is Restless Cottage, which is awesome. It's graveyard hate, it's life gain.
Yep.
Probably the best man land. We've talked about this card a billion times. Very cool. To the sideboard we go.
Let's check it out.
So the sideboard, I wanted to put together something that was good against several different builds, Duress being probably one of the best cards in Standard right now.
Sure thing. I mean, definitely.
I would consider putting it in the main board right now with how popular the Corey Steel Cutter deck is. But who knows? Is Cut Down better than Duress right now? Maybe not. In this build, it could be a flip-flop. So
good question for the comments, for sure.
Yeah. The next card is a Momentum Breaker. If you want a little bit more hate for sacrifice stuff, this is really good against those mid-range builds like the Golgari list out there with like Glissa and Sheoldred. This kills those things. Once again, we already have one in the build, so it's just an additional kill spell. Speaking of additional kill spells, we have additional board wipes. The Elder Dragon War, like I said, they were in the sideboard, and I moved another one into the main. This just seems to be performing extremely well on my testing. So why not put 2 more on the side? Well, they're big board wipes, and they do exactly what you want.
Yeah, and I like this card. I mentioned it when we had the one of in the main, and it's not the fastest sweeper, kind of, you're saying, but it has synergy, and the fact that you can mill it with Terra and then get it, I think it's really good. So I like that. You've got Pick Your Poison back on the menu.
Pick Your Poison's back on the menu because the Corey Steel Cutter decks and the massive amount of enchantment decks that are out there. I almost feel bad running 2. I think it should be 4, but to each their own on that one. Eat your heart out, Pick Your Poison players. That's great.
Yeah. Leyline of the Void seems like a solid choice as well.
Leyline is very good against the Omniscience deck. Very good against the Oculus deck.
Yeah.
Very good against our mirror match, if that exists. And good against the Yuna and Zur. If they're running the Yuna stuff, there's a ton of applications for this card right now. If you're running black, run Leyline of the Void. I promise it'll pay off.
Absolutely. And the last choice is interesting to me, which is Unholy Annex. We've been playing a lot of this card over the past 6 weeks, I would say, here and there, and it is an enchantment. So I guess give me your logic behind this one.
This might be the best standard black card. maybe not the best, but top 5 for sure. Probably top 3 to be real. This is such an insane card, especially in a deck with Terra, because if you bin it, you just get it.
Right. So it's just helping because you're wanting to fuel your graveyard, and specifically with Terra Magical Adept, it's just another enchantment put in your hand.
Yeah. And what an enchantment it is.
What an enchantment it is. So I guess this is in a way, this is like a transformative sideboard.
Yeah.
Where you take out, I guess, whatever you think is bad to just get another different win condition.
Exactly. If you're playing against like let's say a white base build, like a counter deck, or Azorius.
Okay.
Azorius control is going to eat you alive when you try to reanimate stuff, because they're just going to cast a counter spell and you're going to be sad. So take out some of the reanimation stuff and run this instead. A lot cheaper, and you probably can pay for the cost of them, trying to. It's not Dovin's Veto, but No More Lies.
Right.
You got
so
3 more mana, you can still cast this.
But also in those matchups, those are the same matchups where you're going to bring in Duress anyway. So you might be able to like surveil on turn 1, Duress them on turn 2, and then resolve Annex and just use the extra cards and go to town.
Very true.
So this deck looks incredibly fun. Let's see how powerful it is and hop into some games. Play first.
All right, this is a solid hand. FOMO can ditch a card.
I do like surveil into
surveil.
Yeah, or surveil into
land to FOMO and then yeah. Let's see what we hit.
Okay,
we slam it. Slam that space bar.
So actually, I guess this is our lead here then.
Sure.
Yeah. We may want this.
I think we do.
We want this to curve on 3.
Yeah.
Shouts to you, Bad Werewolf.
They are a veteran brawler. Oh, we're playing elf ball.
That is very scary. But we're FOMO, yeah?
Yeah, we FOMO. It's the only play other than Surveil, which I think FOMO is good. We can ditch the Surveil land, I think, here.
Okay.
I'm fine with having double Terra. Yes.
Cool.
That's so
Is that what you wanted to see?
That's so good. Because now we can just ramp into the Rakdos Storm.
Okay. We're against Green Stompy of some kind.
Oh, we are.
We played this last week.
We played against this, yeah. This is the Terra deck.
Yeah. We played against, Landfall last week. That's crazy.
All right.
People are doing it.
It's happening.
We ramping, I guess?
We ramp.
They ramp, we ramp, everybody ramps, man.
All right, what do we want? We got red green on the field. We don't want black mana.
Everyone, no point in swinging.
Everyone,
watch out for this Chocobo.
It's
so coming
cute.
for you.
It's adorable.
It's also going to turn into a monster.
It's going to become an absolute beast.
Yeah, there's Tifa.
Hey, here's a land drop. Oh, he's holding the land drop.
Okay.
They're holding the land drop back there. We got a commercial district. Play that commercial district.
Yeah.
No, we don't need that.
We're on 5. Don't need it for 6.
Okay. Mark up here. Or that or Terra. What do you think?
I think Terra.
Actually, Terra, because it's going to get a +1/+1 counter. Terra.
And then hopefully we mill,
We got a bomb.
There we go.
We can grab a Fenrir.
Yeah. Nice.
Sweet. Yeah.
All right, we're doing things.
The thing. We can swing with Fenrir.
Yeah, why not?
We'll
trade.
Die.
We will absolutely trade for this. Now, imagine that in the realm of Magic the Gathering, that this Chocobo that is currently fitting in this person's hand
can kill this dog.
You gotta appreciate that sometimes.
They didn't have a mana?
Man, they just kept like all gas, no brakes.
Oh, and now it's over.
Yeah.
And that's the cookie. And that's how it crumbles.
Rakdos would like a word.
He's gonna have a talk with you. Rakdos brings in the Bahamut. He says, "Let me get my big friend here."
Here we go.
Blow up Tifa, dude.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. They could have protection, but still.
They do run
Snakeskin.
Yeah,
Royal treatment. Sure.
Sure. It happens again next turn, so we swing the Terra.
Yeah. I mean, we have an 11/11 flyer, so you're not long for this world regardless.
Very true.
You need to, and especially like if their removal is only fight spells, that's
the response.
how it goes. Yeah. Okay. So against green, I love the Elder Dragon War.
I'm torn on it.
Well, so I can see why you're torn, because
the second they get big, it's over.
The second they get big, it's over. So perhaps not. But when I see Llanowar Elf, I think of it.
It is good against Tifa.
So what do you like though? Do you like Momentum Breaker?
You know what? I like the war. You're right. We put the war in.
You think so?
Yeah, it's better than running some of the...
Maybe 2?
Yeah.
Or do you want all of them?
No, I'm fine with that. I think we could drop a...
We definitely want Cut Down still.
I'm torn. I think we drop Bitter Reunion here. We don't need to go haste to kill them.
I do like FOMO being a blocker.
I like FOMO being a blocker for sure. My question is, do I want to ditch Esper Origins or do I want to ditch like a big boy?
That is a good question. Yeah, Esper or I mean, both of those would be valid cuts to me. I
this
actually
kills a thing. So
yeah, this kills a thing. So let's trim down to 2 of these.
Yeah, that's good with me.
Because that is something where, you know, when your opponent's aggressive like that, as much as I love Esper Origins, it's a card that doesn't affect the board when you cast it the first time.
Yeah, it's really just, you want to hit it in the mill. Speaking of hitting it in the mill, this is a bad hand.
This is a bad hand.
We got we keep this.
It's red black, so we can cast this and this.
Yeah, we keep this.
Okay.
We dig. We drop Rakdos or Gix. Either one's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of the same, right? Yeah. Well, which one is typically better? Cruelty?
Technically, Rakdos is better because it gives us counters.
Okay.
Bigger blockers. So at least we have removal here.
We have one.
I played the elf. They played the elf. I don't want them to play the elf.
Well, we drew a Surveillance. That's excellent.
That's huge.
We don't need that.
Milled, yeah.
Yeah.
We must find an Elder Dragon War.
Because also that gives us synergy with this.
That damn thing.
That thing for sure. That thing.
I think we FOMO away the Bahamut.
Okay. Yeah, just get that going.
Yeah,
because he is just gonna sack the elf.
Yeah, he's just gonna sack the elf. I mean, that's not bad, but I don't think it's relevant.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to ramp into something huge other than Mossborn Hydra.
Yeah.
And if we just get this online before they do, we win.
Oh, that's a good draw too, because now we can cut this down. Potentially.
Okay. Or that one. Or I guess the Hydra's scarier, right?
Yeah, and this is escape tunnel, so these are getting big.
Unfortunately, Hydra's out of range for cut down.
Yeah. He kills it in combat,
yeah,
so we just take it.
Take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're obviously gonna do the trick. Why would you not?
We see.
We sadly don't have the cut down mana up, but it does.
That would be so sick, though.
It does get the choke.
But they could also have royal treatment, you know.
Very true.
So it's they
got the mana.
Okay, so they tapped out. Yeah.
No, they have elf.
They have elf.
So, I think we still go for it.
Okay.
Actually, no.
The Chocobo?
God,
well, because, then if we do this instead. The problem is we need mana. Yeah.
So we play Swamp. I think now's our chance to do it if we ever had one. So I think we go for...
kill the Chocobo.
Yeah, code for the cut down now. I suppose it's fine. They do have it. God, that sucks.
They have an instant. That's how this works.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I guess we
either that or they're on full control, but I don't think they are.
We breaker now.
Yeah.
And then we can swing and hopefully gain a smidge of life back because we're taking 8 next turn. Maybe
elf.
Maybe death. We might just be dead next turn.
True.
I guess we don't swing. God, that sucks.
We don't swing.
We have another escape.
Yeah, we absorb damage. Yeah.
We gotta find a way to 5 mana. Find your way to 5 mana. Oh, I have a cool concept for a card. We don't block it.
Just take 8 this time.
Yeah.
Let's see, we're at 8.
Did we find an answer? No, we do not.
We found a land though.
So we have blockers now. We play Terra here, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. We play Terra.
I mean, they're saving their royal treatment or snakeskin bill for sure, right?
If they have a land, we're dead, right? So.
Gix. Because we don't have 6 mana.
Yeah,
but we could draw a land and.
We still have Rakdos, which is we get Primal Odin. We get to swing once. Trigger the same thing on the FOMO.
Yeah, I actually like this because they take it and we go to 2 speed. We get to untap and leave it as a blocker.
Yep.
So that's pretty good.
Somewhat relevant. We have 5. We can absorb 5 damage.
The pseudo vigilance of fear of missing out.
Right? It's just.
Well, yeah, because they go to 16.
Yeah, they would have slammed it. They don't got it. You don't got the sauce.
All right. Do we just save as much life as possible?
I think we just.
Or no?
Is there a point to double block here, other than not?
Well,
I think we just block with This is crazy, right? Is there anything else that would matter otherwise? I don't think it matters. I think we just block with...
Well, they can have pump spells.
That's true. Block with FOMO. Because they'll need at least 3 more. Do they have 3 more? Oh
Titanic growth. They have 4 more. We learned our lesson. All right.
I feel like...
Look at that card.
That was unexpected, but I get it.
It's classic green, man.
This is crazy.
That's classic, dude. That's crazy.
I think we do want Elder Dragon War. Another one.
It also, like I said, it kind of keeps these being relevant. Yeah. Because they're elves.
Yeah. May I, I thought of a really cool card to add to the build, and we'll add it afterwards. We'll tell you guys what it is. I'm going to put this back in. We need early game interaction. I drop one of these, and I can drop one of these.
Okay. Yeah, so the thing with the Esper Origins is not only does it gain 2 life, I think our point holds true that it doesn't affect the board the turn you cast it, but if we need to make our land drops when we need to, and we also need to get removal when we need it.
Yeah, we have to keep
and so surveilling. Yeah.
Removal hand for sure. This is a removal hand. This is a good hand.
Okay. I mean, yeah, because we get whatever else we need, and we can make them sack twice.
Yep, and we have 4 mana from the
And
start,
we're on the play.
Which is huge.
So we go land, they go elf, we go sack your elf.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
Either one's fine. We have access to both. Or even better.
Yeah.
Make them
even better. And that's a good draw as well. So we have to sequence properly here. So this we can play Verge, and then when we play a basic, it'll unlock them both.
Yeah.
And Breaker. Breaker, 9er. Get out of here, Chocobo. Got a bad werewolf on the prowl.
I'm done here. I'm done. We can just
stop.
Scavenging
Scavenging Ooze. That's
Scoos.
techie. That's techie.
Buy Scoos.
Yeah.
We killed the Scoos, dude.
Yeah.
No Scoos for you. That is techie. I haven't seen Scoos in a minute.
You Scoos, you lose, as they say.
What is happening right now? Yay!
Okay, that's good.
I think we Fenrir here.
Okay. Yeah, we ran. Actually, we have so many good options. Like, whatever we do, it's going to be a good play this turn. We have a swamp and a... Do we get a forest? Do you get double green ever?
Yeah, grab it.
Because you do need it for this, right? Or no, you don't need it.
We should just grab it.
Okay.
And play that red. Look at all that mana.
Last turn.
Oh, wow.
So next turn... Oh, Archdruid's Charm.
I'm surprised they didn't blow it up. They really want land.
Well, this is against a creature, yeah.
Creature. Cool.
Yeah.
They play the creature. Play a land on top. I would try. There you go. Double some counters.
All right. They are pressuring us again.
What do we have in the graveyard? Nothing. We Terra. Actually, yeah, we can.
Terra first. Surveil first, or yeah, you want to mill
Terra
first.
and then Veilmerk, and then we have so many more options to pull stuff back. Plus, Terra is also now a 5/3, which is no joke. We're threatening. Ooh.
I mean, yeah, we get to. Well, we don't get to swing.
Actually, we do.
We do.
We do swing. We force them to use the. Oh, they can't escape penalty. It's 2 mana, isn't it? Let's read it.
It's no. It's just a.
Sorry. It's just sack this land.
Yeah. It's like a It's got that additional ability, but it's like evolving wilds.
I guess. No, we don't swing.
Do we want this?
No, we want to be able to reanimate that. Oh, we do want that. Yes, we have the mana.
Yeah.
We don't.
Well, we will next turn, hopefully.
So it's a hope.
But we can also surveil 2 rather than Veilmerk this turn.
Yeah, we grab Primal Odin.
Okay.
And we surveil to the land.
Yeah, and we gain 2 life.
There it is. Cut down seems...
Cut down probably still has merit.
I'll say it's probably fine.
And if we decide that it's not fine, we could mill before we get there, maybe.
I think we're safe now. Unless they have protection.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of ways to gain life. Like, the good news, too, we're still at 22, but these do snowball very quickly.
They do, but we put them in a very awkward position. Because next turn, we have the land, we're playing Primal Odin. Let's say they protect their creature, then they can't afford to swing it because they won't have a blocker for Primal Odin when it comes back.
Sure.
And then they just die.
Right. Good point. Yeah, this is a very intriguing card, you know, and we talked about these options with the deck tech, but this is just a very interesting card.
Yeah, it's there are going to be games where you just get it because they don't have a blocker.
Which is the second chapter. So You'll have to tell us in the comments, everyone, who is the big, who are the big Final Fantasy buffs out there.
So,
but is Xantasuken? Yeah, that word.
I had to look it up.
What is that in reference to?
So I think it's actually in reference. I looked it up and I can't remember what it is. The first one done here is Odin's spear.
Because this is just like lore stuff for.
It's actually not Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's just
this is a
Viking lore.
It's a summon that you can make in Final Fantasy.
Oh.
It's like a creature summon.
Okay. They're inviting us to get blown out.
We double walk here.
Yeah, we make them use it.
We just say we don't care about Terra or Fenrir.
I like making them use something here. Like we have 8 power.
Like we're not trying to die right now.
You don't have a face up, pump here. You have to use a pump. And then again, if you're gonna burn cards, you're not gonna kill us this turn.
Nope.
So we're gonna do this
and make you very upset.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think they were expecting us to double block.
They have to burn through everything they like. We're gonna force you to, get all of your cards out of your hand and then see where the game lands because, we have a lot going on still.
Mid-range, baby.
We have like this card is very strong.
Another gain 2, another Chevelle 2, another Esper.
Yep. Big fan of this card.
I am too.
Mm-hmm.
I like the art. I like the ability on the backside. It's overall very cool. The front side is almost, I'm not going to say useless, but it's very weak. The front side is very weak, but the backside is the payoff.
Yeah, but even Surveil 2, Gain 2, yeah, with the payoff, the upside of it, it's like, like there's a reason it's a rare because, I just think back to cards like Grizzly Salvage, for example.
Yeah.
And it's way different. Like, this is only 2 deep, but for it being 2 mana and having the upside,
yeah,
I think, yeah.
Surveil's also different in a way it's better.
Instead of just mill.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we've put our opponent in a hard spot, my friend. Yeah. They are...
I mean, they're certainly questioning whether they want to pump this creature or not. I don't think they expected the double block, which, I mean, you got to kind of always expect it.
It was face up, though.
That's what I'm saying, but I guess they just anticipated us not double blocking.
Either that or they didn't count. And legit, they might have just been, send it. They just let it happen.
Send it. 1 damage done.
Okay.
Well, now...
Now we can do a bunch of different things, yeah.
Now I think
we can do this, we can do these.
I think we play Belmark here, is that right? Let's see the graveyard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think we play Belmark here.
Well, we can double spell, though, as well. This plus FOMO.
Yeah, but I don't want to ditch Odin.
Good point.
Well, let's see what we can find on top of Esper Origins. Let's do that first.
Yeah, okay. We might need our red mana, so go ahead and play our land.
I don't think so, because we can get it with Esper Origins. That's why I want to do it.
Well, let's tap like this, though.
Tap it however we need to.
Our basics plus... I think we do this.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We have one in our hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
We almost don't even need it.
I don't care about the cut down, yeah. I don't care about it. I don't care about that land either.
Alright. Get them out.
See what's on top of the library.
Get them out.
Show us a good thing. What's on top? It's a land.
Okay.
So there's our other land.
And we FOMO them? Or we Belmark. We can Belmark.
I think we FOMO here. Because we can pitch the land.
Yeah.
Yeah. Play that. Pitch the land.
It all works out. Gotta be careful with this Lotus down here.
Yeah, that Lotus is sparkly. There's a Terra.
All right, man. We are the aggro now. Yeah.
So we got the game.
We got the game. Stick around for a summary. Let's go. Mono green, show yourself out.
It is gone. It has been defeated, and I will say that deck, like I said, it can be a glass cannon and just win the game. But it really has to sequence perfectly, and it has to dodge removal. I think there are decks.
It does have to dodge removal.
It does.
It's prepared in the sense that it plays things like Royal Treatment and the protection spells.
Yeah, Snake Skin Veil,
but you can
Royal
only do
Treatment.
that so much.
And you have to have the mana at the right time and the right sequence to be able to do it. And sometimes you just have to play defensively to hold it up. So
yeah,
sometimes it can't get there. You really have to have the sequence perfect because it's a landfall deck.
I think what's fun is our deck got to do its thing.
It did.
We did Bahamut. And they scooped to that in game 1, which I think most people will. We're going to see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then in game 2, it came down to that fateful turn of them attacking with their 8/8 Hydra, and we will never have the answer whether they counted what our power was or calculated that we could just block. I don't know. But it was fun. Yeah. So let's go again. Let's see if we can get more scoops to Bahamut.
Okay, quick update. I thought about this card when we were just milling and we were searching for a land. I forgot that Valgavoth's Lair is an enchantment land, so you can find it when you mill with Terra, which is really cool. It's just going to be a one of. We're going to put it in the deck and take out Restless Cottage because we have plenty of tap lands in the deck and we don't want that many. So we'll pop out one Restless guy for now, and that's all we're doing to update the deck. Just wanted to inform you guys. So now we're going to hop into game number 2. Awkward, but this is fine.
At first, I didn't believe in it, but we do Surveil and we do Belmer.
We have protection for a minute, so we can stall.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we keep it.
We just hope to draw lands.
No, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it.
That's cool. Look at these sleeves. Those are cool. I didn't see those in the thing. I want those.
Yeah. All right, opponent. They've mulliganed once. There you go. Ice Grind, shouts to you. Welcome to the Cloudpost.
Marsh.
Okay. I think we kill the elf.
I think we kill the elf. That is the way. Death to your elf.
Yeah.
I have an assumption they're on the good old Golgari list.
Like classic Mosswood Dread Knight shenanigans?
Yeah, Golgari mid-range.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I don't know what new stuff is in the deck, but they'll find out. Oh, maybe not.
More of a sacrifice deck.
Now they're on a sacrifice, so they're probably running Sephiroth.
So do we still do this then?
I think we do. I think we can afford to take a damage or two.
Okay.
Let's roll. Yay!
Oh, that was good.
Decline.
That was good, yeah, because we want to do this on 4 probably, and then we're here for these.
That we are.
Summon Primal Odin.
There he is.
Okay.
The man, the myth, the soldier.
Yeah, so we have been running into this. We did it
first. Bad plays.
Yeah. You got, and especially a deck like this, you have to maximize, right?
You really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
so we're tap landing no matter what.
Yeah, I think we're just playing a Mortuary, or either one doesn't matter. Oh. I like that.
We're not doing it next turn, but you want it in your hand.
Yes, because I want to bend more stuff.
Okay. Because next turn we should be doing this.
I lied. I should have bended.
Okay.
Because we want another land.
Well, we can bend something and draw that.
Yeah. We'll bend Cruel.
Or are we
bend Odin.
Okay.
We bend Odin. Odin we don't want to hard cast.
Okay.
We want to get it for free. Or for less.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Our play is there.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem is our Mortuary is tapped, so we can't Esper Origins next turn unless we draw an untapped land, but we'll see.
That's why I was like, oh man, I messed this play up.
Yeah, if we don't draw untapped land, I guess we could Terra or we could Surveil and cut down if he plays something that's even worth it, but you know, these things aren't worth it.
Yeah, Sephiroth is the only thing I want to kill right here.
Okay, Midgar
City. That's cool. I like that. That's a very cool.
Yep, you sacrifice an artifact or creature if you do draw 2 cards.
For it being like a land, that's awesome.
I agree, yeah.
That's like the perfect card in this. Perfect. Yes, look at that. That's so good in this build. Yes, I love it. We do not block. I'm glad that they actually made like a sack outlet creature like Sephiroth that actually has like a good body.
Right, a 3/3 instead of they're always 1/1s or 0/1s or you know,
blank 2.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's so weak.
So we didn't draw land.
We have the Mortuary, so I guess we play that.
Well, do we mill first?
Yeah.
We mill first.
Do we?
Yeah, because say we like the card on top, then we
true.
Can't do this.
Very true.
Yeah. There you go.
We take that.
That's pretty good right now. Yeah.
Yay! We keep it on top. Well, we have 2 cruelty effects. We don't need it.
We don't. And in fact, we need an untapped land if we wanted to Gix next turn. Otherwise, we do have this. We might as well swing with this twice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to block him. All right.
We just tick down the Belmer.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna kill our Terra. Speaking of X2s.
Speaking of X2s, Indeed.
Terra's awesome, though. I really like this creature.
I've yet to trance it. We will see, right?
I've never
if
needed
there's
to.
Okay.
It's such a win more effect. Like, if you already have a crazy enchantment on the field, you probably have already won the game. Whoa, this is
They are going
aggro
wide.
right
Going
now.
wide.
That is crazy. All right, this is what the deck wants to do. Are you going to sack everything? Do it. Wait. Whenever he attacks, you can sacrifice only one more. So you don't have the... it still needs that sack outlet.
Mm-hmm.
He is a sack outlet.
The more repeatable one.
Yeah, you need multiple sack outlet.
Yeah, you need it when it's not limiting.
No swinging.
Oh, that's a draw. I mean, we take damage, but that's a draw.
We do it.
We do it.
It kills everything on the board except for the...
Is that better than this?
No, we play that because that gives us 2 green.
Okay.
Do that. Plus we gain 2. They're not gonna kill us that fast. Don't
We
care
don't
about
need
it.
either of them.
Spin them both.
Yeah. I mean...
Don't care.
Okay.
They don't have it. Our game plan is...
We have 2 gigs, yeah.
Top card is a Avalanche. Jeez.
Yeah. Do we still swing? I think we could still swing FOMO.
We swing both.
Okay.
And we trigger Terra. We don't care about our creatures at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to kill you. Block FOMO. Go for it. Terra will deal damage. You can't block with Forsaken Miner, so I don't feel bad.
Okay. Oh. Nice. We killed this, right?
Yep. Kill both.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
I was like, it's fine. You get 2 triggers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess 3 because our creature died too. Oh, nope, there's 4.
It's a lot.
Flipping. We have messed up.
Supernova.
We kind of just let that happen, didn't we? I thought it was only on your turn.
Well,
that's my fault.
So even if we would have Elder Dragon Ward, it would have happened then.
Yes.
Right?
No.
No?
2 creatures would have died.
But Terra would have as
3.
well.
4 creatures have to die. It was because our creatures died. The FOMO wouldn't have died.
Well, we already have a Bahamut, no? We do. Yeah.
As long as we don't die right now, we're probably good.
Yeah.
But that is very good because they have a permanent emblem of it. Permanent Blood Artist.
Okay. Well, we walked into their trap.
We did. But this one says sacrifice any number of creatures. Oh, wow. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Now we're back to having to draw land.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
How does Sephiroth flip back into the baby? It doesn't. It just doesn't.
Spinner of
Why
Souls.
that? Oh, I guess you get a freebie. That's the reason it runs green.
Mm-hmm.
That's your other really good 3-drop. And we're dead. Big sad.
Big sad, because we could...
We're just going to die to sack outlets.
Yeah.
We can cut down...
if we cut down this, we go to 4, and then we make them sack a creature, and then they keep this, and we die.
Yep. Well, we do have Belmerk. It's just that's a flyer, so...
Mm-hmm.
We could play Elder Dragon War and make it a flyer. We can make a 4/4 flyer.
And then we die here.
Yep. So...
Well, we would have this...
We take 2. We actually do that. We actually have survival for a turn.
Yeah.
Yep. Because if we draw a land, we can still win.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be very unlikely, but it's possible. If they have removal, we're dead. But...
Right. You have to go block.
They're only swinging Sephiroth here.
Yeah.
You gonna sack creatures? It's
Man.
that's awkward. This is an awkward spot for them.
Whenever,
I would sack the Miner.
Whenever you attack, you may sacrifice any number of creatures if you draw that many cards. That is strong.
Yeah. It's a really cool effect. Alright, they're drawing
2
2
cards.
We take
and we
2.
go to 3. And then we go to 2 because of this.
And the crime's committed. This is cool! I like this build. Look at it go. I don't know if I would run the green. Spinner Souls is cool, but it is...
You get Elf, too.
Yeah. I don't know if I care about Elf, though. You have to block. And we go to 2. And we gotta find an answer. Please let it be a land.
Even if, though, well, we gotta start gaining life if we hope to get back in this.
Yeah, I mean...
Because the problem is, that, like you said...
we're dead no matter what. We are dead no matter what because of that emblem. Because if we get Bahamut, we kill that, we take a damage.
Yeah.
And then he swings at us, we kill it and we die.
Right.
We got the land, it was just tap. We're dead.
Alright, we're dead.
We could have probably played better.
Yeah, we let them flip Sephiroth. I don't think this should be a bad matchup for us.
No, I don't think so. We just misplayed.
Do we need Leyline? Does it matter? Do these things matter?
It says
in the
dies.
graveyard. This matters, but...
So then things die. I think it does matter.
Well, is this a replacement effect the same way that yeah, if a
No,
card
it
would be
doesn't
put
say-
into
it
an
doesn't say
opponent's
dies.
graveyard, exile it instead. It's the same as Rest in Peace then. So it is a replacement effect. If it would be put in a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead means
But
that
does
it
it
never
still-
dies.
It doesn't die. It goes to
Right.
exile.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guess 3 of
Do you
those.
want to? Do you want to try it, or
Yeah.
is that even worth?
No, it's good.
Okay.
We put in the voids. We take out Momentum Breaker. It's really awkward against them.
Even though.
Kind of gives them what they want to do.
Okay.
Uh,
I think Dragon War is still good.
Dragon War
because,
seems really good.
Yeah.
I think we want that. I'm questioning whether we want Unholy Annex or not, but that's.
We could. It's another game plan as well.
We're taking out Bitter Reunions.
Mhm.
We're taking out one of the Primal Odins. Taking out probably a Baelmerk and probably a Terra.
I can see all that, or Esper, but
Probably
this
take
is
out-
also good.
We want to pick.
Well,
your
this is
poison.
60. Yeah,
Yeah.
do for what?
I'm curious if anything. Oh no, there's no reason. They
Well,
just,
this is sack a flyer, I
yeah,
guess.
that's bad
but-
in that sense. If
yeah.
if he got there. Oh well, they got Sinkhole Surveyor.
Yeah, but yeah, it's dead mostly.
Yeah,
It's dead mostly. So
Do we sit here with this?
probably.
Sure. Actually, put the Odin back in, and then take out one of the Cruelty Gigs.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. There could be argument for this being an annex matchup, but really we just need to like sweep them a couple times
Yeah.
and then have a win con, and I think that's probably good.
We kind of dirtled with our lands, and that was probably my fault because we kept a hand with 2 lands.
Mhm.
Right, so we need like 3.
Well, we get a void
And
with
the
this one
void.
too.
Yeah, this is a gold. This is a gold keep. Hopefully this
Submit.
actually has effect.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I know that they can't recur things like Forsaken Miner, and I would actually imagine that they have other sort of payoffs in that
wanna think
in that
so as
vein.
well.
Yeah, I would think. So we don't have red yet, by the way, but this is still worth, right?
I think so.
Because we Fenrir.
We just
and get Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. They're reading Leyland of the Void.
Now we could have led with Blazemire, but
I think
I don't
led
think it's that
correctly.
important, right?
I'm fine with taking the 1 damage we're going to be taking here. We
That's
will
a
be
much
killing
better
that.
cut down target.
Bye.
Exile. Hey, not bad, but we're gonna Fenrir now.
Fenrir for
Da-da-da-da.
Our lands are unlocked.
Yep. Which they do get unlocked with Swamp, but we have triple black, so
Yeah, we could. We need.
I guess
we-
Mountain
we
is
got Mountain.
best, yeah.
Forest doesn't transform them.
Mm-hmm. Elf, yeah.
Beetle.
Yeah, we just let Sephiroth get out of hand last game.
Yeah, swing it.
Let's do it. You don't get a bug. I'll
Nope.
tell you that much.
No bugs. Why the Verges? What is happening?
This is weird. Yeah,
It's
we've
crazy.
drawn them all.
We
Well, I guess
FOMO one.
FOMO one of them.
Yeah. FOMO's big. We got
Mhm.
big old FOMO. Hell no. That's the worst.
Yeah.
We swing. You want to double block?
Oh,
it?
double block and let me cut your elf down.
Please let it happen.
That'd be sick. All right. I don't think they like Leyline of the Void very much.
No, I don't think they're a fan of that.
Ooh.
Genova? What a weird card to put in the deck.
At the beginning of combat on your turn, put.
This is the weirdest card in the deck by far.
Well, we get.
I guess whenever a mutant you control die. No, that's weird. That's a weird effect. We just target the one that they target.
Yeah.
Whatever they hit, we kill.
Because we can't cut this down.
Nope. So kill those stage. No flyer for you. No counter, no flyer, no drawing.
That was actually a decent draw.
Rock on. We cast another one.
Well,
Actually,
we
we
could just
keep
swing a
it.
4/4.
We keep it with a FOMO in our hand.
Yeah.
If we ever draw a FOMO, we can. Well, we actually have the bottom button.
Yeah.
We play the FOMO or play the ley line.
Okay. Rather than attack with Restless.
Oh, I didn't even see Restless. No, we swing with Restless.
Okay.
Put the trigger on the.
We can exile one of these.
What is our? We don't have to do that.
No, we can submit 0, but we get a food token either way.
No, we want to keep a. Yeah, we got a food token either way.
Okay. Make him attack again, yeah.
That cottage goes hard.
Sure, you get to block
obviously
it
blocked
once.
The first one.
Yeah.
We go again. Nothing. We get another food. That's huge. That's crazy. That's a combo I didn't actually see happening. Yay!
Double food with FOMO Cottage.
Yeah. See, this is a good matchup. Like, we should have been fine. We just kind of misplayed letting Sephiroth flip.
2, 4, 6,
It's kind
7.
of sad that they can't act it like they need. I'm trying to think of any sack outlet that lets you sack like multiple creatures in one
Well, yeah, Magic has went away from it.
I know they don't like, which is weird because it's not that powerful. Like I need it. Like
It depends. You have to have all the other supporting pieces for it to be powerful. Deadly Brew.
That's a cool one. Can I see that card? Each player sacrifice a creature, playing target their choice. You sacrifice from the play, you return target from the graveyard to your hand. That's really good in this build.
Yeah, well, they don't have a graveyard at least, so we did make that not relevant, but they got rid of our FOMO.
That is sad. So we have a Fenrir.
Yeah, might as well, right?
We're gonna ramp into a boss at this point. Find a swamp. Find a forest. Find a forest. Find a forest. I figured it out. I guess we'll make a food pop.
Yeah. I mean, they're dirtling, we're dirtling.
Our dirtle is more important.
Yeah, they're at 10, so we swing for 8 next turn.
There he is.
There he is.
Yeah, you make a food.
We have responses. Yeah.
Dumb. You want to sacrifice your Genova? I wouldn't. Because now you're going to make Sephiroth bigger return. You're going to be a big boy.
Ancient Calamity.
That's his mom. That's Sephiroth's mama.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Eats your heart out, Final Fantasy fans.
Final Fantasy VII for you. It's only like 30 years old now. It's not that old, but it's close. Yeah, I mean, we want mana.
We have 4 black, we have 4 red. Let's have 4 green.
Sure. Do we animate the thing? We don't animate the thing. We just play Leyline of the Void.
Yep. Deal with another one.
Pass.
2, 4, 6, 8.
One more. One last mana.
Yes.
Oh,
as
please.
the
Phantom Train.
What? 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 Okay, this is.
No.
This is actually what you want, though. This is what you want.
No, it's bad. Oh yeah, this is the.
It's infinite sack. This is what you want.
It's so bad.
It's 4 mana.
Why can't it be like 2 or 3 mana? This is so bad.
You put counters on it though, and it has trample.
Yay! It's bad. Yippee! Fling a Sephiroth at us. We'll block it. This dies anyway.
This dies anyway, yeah.
Do it, coward. Yes, you get a trigger. Would you like to sacrifice anything on your field? No, didn't think so. Block with a Fenrir. Make some food.
Yeah.
We have responses again.
So 4 damage. We will gain 3 life.
And
alright, 2, 4. Yeah, we're 1 mana away, so.
Show us anything that gets the land.
Untap land, please.
Land. Damn it.
No!
Ah, it's fine, it's fine. We can survive a turn. We can survive 1 turn. That's bad.
That's it. Yeah, it's a 4/4 flyer, but I guess we don't need it, right? Because we just have this next turn.
I think there's just better stuff we can get.
Yeah. Do we swing and make a food? I mean, they block, but we get a food. Yeah, or is it better as a blocker?
No, we swing and make a food.
Yeah.
Oh no, they'd have to sacrifice Genova.
You're looking at the Phantom Train.
Can't afford to.
Yeah, good call.
No attacks.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Nope, it's okay.
It's annoying because now we don't have it as the option as a blocker, but
we're not going to take 24 damage this turn.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible.
Did we even show them Bahamut game 1? We definitely didn't, right?
I don't think we did. We died. They killed us. It was in the graveyard though.
I mean, they're going to do 10 to us this turn, right? Oh no, they have to. Okay. There's no just regular crew on this thing.
No, it's.
But this is an engine.
Yeah,
in fact, it's a locomotive.
I hate that. I hate that. God, do I hate that.
I hate that I animated our Restless Cottage and we should have blocked this Genova.
Yeah, we could. I don't know. I don't want to even. I don't want to risk the cottage at all. Because then we can't.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, double Phantom Train.
It was so dumb.
Oh man.
The card itself is already a meme because that's the oh my goodness. Oh, we bomb it the way that Sephiroth.
Dun, dun, dun.
the counterspell. And it's like, what? Alright, well, game's over.
Dash hopes.
Dash hopes. I'll pay the 5.
Alright. Your move.
The end. Like, what are you doing?
Do you do the you don't do the tea and crumpets this early?
We got crushed game 1.
Yeah.
We can't afford that. That is, if they beat us, then alright, they have the answer.
Yeah. They have very much enjoyed Leyline of the Void this game, I think.
I hope we find... it's so sad that Jenova cannot put the counters on herself.
Yeah, that is very...
By far, I think this is the worst card in the deck. Okay, we play FOMO and ditch that dump. I'm sick of lands now. We have enough.
Well, we could have played it and just drawn a card, though.
We're bad at this game. I forgot that that's the fact. Yay, we get Bahamut back.
Yay!
That's kind of what I was waiting for. It's like, we haven't hit Reanimator targets. Where are they?
Yeah, let's read ahead. I mean, do we want to see what their card is?
No, we want to win the game.
Okay.
They're 1 card? No.
Well, what if it's another kill spell?
If it's a land, I'm going to be so mad.
We do get to blow up Geneva. Genova, my bad.
The ancient calamity. Sephiroth's mama. She lives in a test tube.
I mean, would Bahamut be greater than that? I assume.
Final Fantasy's a wash.
It's a Saga dragon.
It's a... Yep. God damn it.
Yep,
Why
another one.
Why did you say it? Why did you say it?
Well, they could have drawn it if it makes you feel better.
They can sacrifice the train to animate the train, so we can't swing at them.
Ah.
I think we do at this point. We just try to kill them.
Yeah.
Don't play that.
Why not?
We
draw dead
Elder
things.
Dragon.
Okay.
We took them out.
No, we just scried one to the bottom, or not scried one to the bottom. We surveilled one in the yard.
That's all we had in the deck is the one.
No, we put in
multiple,
more.
so keep it in your hand.
Okay.
Animate the cottage, swing with both. At this point, I do not care.
I mean, yeah, if they don't block, if they want to kill FOMO, then they take 8.
Nothing. A 0.
Get a food.
Untap that cottage.
Get a food.
You're gonna sack a train to get a train?
We're having some fun, FOMO cottage moments.
Do it. Do it. Don't be a coward. Yes.
All right.
Sack it. Oh, yeah, it gets bigger. My bad. Oh, well. Still don't care. You sacrificed your train.
Yep. All right. We need to draw gas. I mean...
We got more life.
There's a lot we can draw.
Yeah, there's a ton of cards we can draw. Where are they? Anything is good other than land.
Or cut down at this point.
Ugh. That's the noise a mutant makes. Yippee. You can't. Responses. Back to 19. Wow, we are really grinding out this game. Can we not draw lands, please, deck?
Yeah, we do. You know what would be an excellent draw would be...
How about that? That's
sure.
Good. We just play that.
That would be an excellent draw as well.
I think we kill the train. I know that sounds stupid as heck, but I think we kill the train.
No, that's fine.
It's just the only threat. Jenova doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yay, death to trains.
I mean, yeah, that's the, the airline industry.
If you have another one of the Annihilating Glares, I'm going to lose my fucking marbles.
Yeah, how many have they done? 1, 2, and then they also did this to us, Deadly Brew, so they've done some things. No. Or I guess,
we just do it. We make
them scared.
We have a card in our hand. They might not block.
That's true.
Well, they did. We just pass now.
All right. What do we want to draw next turn? Rack those joins up? We don't have any creatures that matter. Oh, a Bailmerk would be probably good.
Anything is fine with me. God, why? Why? Why?
They are
that.
Unstoppable. This is amazing.
So annoying.
Hey, that's an excellent draw.
Yes.
I should have manifested that. We can just do this.
Yeah, we can just hardcast it. Just play that thing. Now reanimate it. Let's go. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, wait a second. See what we have in the val. Oh no, we want it.
No, yeah, we can draw both, right? Okay, flip them.
Yep, because we're gonna draw the Bailmerk, be able to play the Bailmerk. We could bend the Bahamut and get it back with Bailmerk.
But yeah, why wouldn't we just cast the Bahamut first?
We can't cast Bahamut right now, but we can in Pin Belmerk.
I see. Okay. Well, we had... Okay. I followed the play, though.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So we know we actually hit something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just grab one.
Grab one, because we can just reanimate one otherwise. And now we swing. Nothing. Well, we swing once. Trigger it. You know, they don't know. They don't know what the other card is. We're tapped out. Of course they're going to block. All right, that's the third. We're earning this victory.
Time keeps on ticking.
Yes, you have a Sephiroth. I'm losing my marbles this game.
Yeah, this has been a grind. 17. Okay, we're beating them on time somehow. That is fascinating.
It's over. We play Bahamut. We kill the damn Sephiroth.
They have no cards in hand. They've drawn 3 of their 4 annihilating glares.
It's over.
Can you do it again? Swing.
Trigger on
untap.
Esper. Yep. Esper untaps. You want to block one? Feel free to block one. Take 6. The game has finally come to a grinding halt.
We swing again. You jump. No, you don't. You give up.
Game over.
All right.
We gotta do it again.
We gotta do it again. Stick with us, Cloudpost fam.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Like we said, this shouldn't be a bad matchup. Like we should have won game 1.
The kitten in the branch in the tree. Like,
oh yeah,
clawing their way to victory. Oh, that's
so.
Crazy.
Do you have any other thoughts? I mean, do we need a card advantage engine against them?
I think we do. At this point, I think
like, because we were flooding.
Yes, grab the Unholy Annexes.
What are we taking out though? It's really tough.
I only want to put in 2.
We could trim this.
Put in. No, I think that's good. Put in 1 Unholy or 2 Unholy Annex. Take that one.
We For what, drop, an Odin?
No.
Okay.
I think we need that. We can drop an Elder Dragon War because it's a draw ditch. We're drawing cards now.
Okay.
Just
I like the sweeper of it, but that's fine. 2 is fine. And 2 of those. This is tough, man.
We drop a cut down. Maybe we can drop. Oh, man.
We could drop a cut down, but like
drop
if they
Bahamut.
Get okay, go to 3.
Yeah, we're already.
Do we trim a land? I don't want to. It always jinx us. It feels like, but
it's so awkward. No, I think we drop Bahamut.
All right, let's go for it. We do have, because, you know, we are putting in more win conditions. Annex is like, you know, it's a card draw engine, but then it becomes a 6/6.
And surprise, we can get Annex with Terra.
Which is sweet.
Which is why it's in the build.
Yeah. Very powerful. Ice Grind is confused now.
I wish there was an enchantment demon. If there is, I missed it. That'd be cool.
That would be.
Like Jund Saga Demon.
Yeah, because you're still enchantments with the Annex.
It was hard for me to not put Annex in the main board, but it doesn't really do the reanimation thing, which is what you're really going for.
Right.
And you can't reanimate the if you Belmerk it, you lose it. Yeah. It's not like hitting the Esper. Hitting the Esper is great. Belmerking Esper and not hitting anything is fine with me because you're gonna find it. Like that's not a hand I want to keep.
Yeah.
I'm mulligan that. Damn. This is keepable though.
Yeah.
We dropped
Go void this.
Yeah, we dropped the Odin.
Yeah. Okay. All right, keep 6.
It is slower, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was about to say we could lose with this hand.
It's really just because we have void that I'm like, this is a keepable.
And we
hand.
do get to draw ditch.
Yeah, like we can find our way out.
Oh, they pick our poison, yeah.
No, please don't do this. Don't say things. Don't do that. We got answers. We're good.
Surveil.
Yeah.
Don't need it.
Don't need it. No.
We definitely want other things than that for sure. This will have to be a forest. It may have to be double red though, depending on what they do. Okay.
That's fine.
They have
barely used it last game.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It does it's a little annoying though, especially if they get the mana to be able to do the thing. But we still FOMO here, right?
Yeah.
We still search for the, answers and stuff.
We can probably ditch Swamp now.
I'm thinking about ditching. Yeah, that's right. We did Swamp.
Because we already have Swamp, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean...
The one. We took
what,
one out.
The one card you didn't want to see?
Yes.
It's alright. I mean, like you said, we can just do mid-range things.
We gotta find another land to do it, but... That's the thing I'm fearing, is like, that's why I didn't really want to ditch the Swamp. I was kind of comparing. We should have ditched Gix there.
Okay, well, I like the front half of this, but you're right. We were so far away on the mana. Yeah, you're right. Let's just flood like we did last game. There you go.
Yeah, dog.
Green. Pass turn.
Gonna make some flying bird, or are they? They're 1/1 spirits, aren't they? Right click it.
Yeah, they're spirits.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
The bird. No, that bird. Bird makes spirits.
No, it endures.
Right click it. It is a white spirit. Yeah, makes a spirit.
Oh.
But they don't fly.
Okay.
They don't fly. That's what I was checking. I was like, I don't think they fly though. It's just a token maker for this build. It's really cool.
This is a very strong card for them. This is why we still need to cut down from the deck.
Yep.
Because you can't cut down Sephiroth, but you can cut down this thing.
Yes, you can.
All right, cool. Well, I think we killed 2 of their things.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
End swing.
Yeah. Right now, we're really not giving them any reason that Ghost Vacuum matters, which is cool.
Yeah. It is ramp.
Mm-hmm.
They have 1 card in hand. Double Ghost Vacuum might have been their opener, which is kind of... It seems kind of good from the start, but like... Kind of like double Leyline Void, they kind of feel dead. You don't need both.
Yeah, you do have to look at it as like you have less cards in hand. They'll become relevant though, because if they have 1 more land, then they can. But none of these are even creatures yet, so it doesn't really do anything.
True. Yep. As for Origins.
Now that's annoying because they can eat that.
We don't want to ditch.
We don't want to ditch anything really.
We want to ditch Gix here, I think.
Well, we can cast it this turn.
Yeah, it doesn't do much.
Well, it looks at their hand, and then we search our library for a card, which is great.
That part is good. That's the only thing I'm like, True. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
So I don't want to ditch anything really, unless you want to ditch Esper Origins, because they can eat this.
I kind of want to ditch Esper Origins. It seems kind of bad here. Yeah. And if they want to eat it, they can eat it. God. Man.
We got to ramp to it, man.
True.
We just got to ramp to it. But also, when we do it, we have to blow up these, because otherwise, when they kill this, they get it.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hard cast.
Yeah, let's go chapter 1.
We're going chapter 1, baby. I guess we can go grab a pick your poison.
Mm-hmm. We can grab a lot of things that'll be relevant.
Bye-bye, Esper Origins. We'll miss you.
In my opinion.
Yeah, that's gone. Oh, we can't take that. That's not a creature or planeswalker.
That's fine. I just wanted to see what it was.
Very annoying.
So, I mean, yeah, we could even, if we need to ramp, we could get Fenrir this turn if we wanted. We could get...
I think that's the right grab.
There's a lot of things we can get. Or we just get a removal spell for this thing.
We gotta see what we find on top. If we find a land, we go grab Zeus.
Okay.
Please do the thing. Make us sack the dumb FOMO.
Okay. Well, we get a 4/4. Not bad.
That thing says sack a creature, or they get to target our creature?
This?
No, they're Deadly Brew.
Oh.
Each player sacks a creature. Okay. So,
yeah.
So then we
can get an Annex. We can
Annex
get a Belmer.
We grab Annex. We gotta find. We need card advantage.
Yep. Okay.
Annex all the way.
This beats Ghost Vacuum.
Yeah, flip it on the backside, dude. Ritual Chamber, baby. Big old thing. Nice bird.
Nice bird, buddy.
What are we reanimating?
Eat your heart out with this Elder Dragon War. Sorcery.
that is the evil word. Sorcery. All right. Well, you're dead, flyers.
Oh, for sure. 10 in the air, regardless of the Annex drain.
Nope. Yeah, we sack a FOMO. You can have a FOMO.
And you don't have the mana.
Lord
Lord Skitter. Been a while.
Mambo.
Yeah. Although this is other graveyard hate that they have access to, so it's kind of interesting.
It's just a Nambo with a Ghost Vacuum. It's like, do you want the rat or do you want the Ghost Vacuum?
Yeah.
I guess you could target. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter anyways. Lord Skitter is good, but it doesn't fly. No. Alright, Verge of, I suppose. I think we just flip the Annex now. And at this point, I kind of want to Esper Origins.
Yeah, because we can still stack our deck.
Yeah.
I mean, They're chumping too. Like they have to chump here this turn, or they die.
Just put that thing on top. That's good.
Yeah. It's gonna be good against the rats for sure.
And now we swing some nightmare creatures in the sky.
He's probably gonna
and
respond.
Next turn you make a FOMO.
No, they're dead.
Yeah, I
like
know.
yeah, they're super dead. Swing out. At least we made it faster for everyone this time.
We have. This game is well. They also haven't found all the hate, all the kill the Bahamut hate. To be fair, we didn't cast Bahamut this game, but
yeah,
we got there.
'Twas a grind. Thanks for watching, and stick around for a summary of this game.
All right, the Golgari sacrifice deck goes down.
What a marathon! That thanks for sticking with us on that one. That game 2 was quite the mediocre top decks for a very long time, and in fact, we kept trying to force Bahamut into play, and every time they had the answer.
Annihilating Glare.
3 of them.
Yeah.
3 or 4 of them.
Almost back to back to back.
So we had to deal with that, and you had to deal with it also. But we had a great time, and we took down the sacrifice deck, and we showed the power of Leyline of the Void. It does have play in Standard.
It certainly does, and hopefully we can get one more game going on in the next one. All right, this hand is dookie.
Yeah, it's not good enough, right? I mean, we ramp into this on... So we could get this on turn 4, but we don't do anything on the first 2 turns. We don't surveil, and we also don't have a way to put this in the graveyard.
And it's not the Grande album.
Because that was a good album.
Yeah, that album's good.
This is worse.
This is worse. We know
so we go again.
Yay.
We have FOMO. I guess we keep... Yeah.
We keep FOMO and everything else dies.
We can put a cut down back. We can't even cast the first one. How many cards are we dragging? 2 cards.
Drop the Cruelty, Gix.
Yeah.
It's 5 mana.
Okay. This is our best hope. Your only hope, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Don't play something crazy. Alright. Incense Dragon. I really think that one's so boring, man.
Well, doesn't it do something else?
It makes like incense. That's like all it does.
I thought this thing like freaks out.
No, it's not a cool dragon like what we have. Oh no, they're playing the deck that everybody plays. Surprise!
Yeah, but it's weird that they don't have a 1-drop. I guess they save all their, you save all your gas for your Quarry.
Hand,
but it's like, it is strange. Like to me, you would normally slide of hand on turn 1, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or actually their best curve is when you have the Otter. Yeah.
Yay, okay. We got there.
FOMO. So yeah, we FOMO up, right? Or yeah, we bitter?
We FOMO.
Okay.
You bounce it. Whoopee. They shock it. No, they don't.
Are we ditching the bitter then?
Yeah.
We want to keep this.
No, we definitely drop bitter. Sweet.
Okay. All right.
Hello. There it goes.
Okay.
Final lands. We're good.
We need double red though.
Yeah. Let's say we can probably.
Just the forest.
No, we've been in
the cottage. Okay.
Wait.
Whoa, Thrill Seeker. Not what we thought was going on. That was also a very good draw.
Damn. We play Fenrir here.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Very weird. Yeah. Play that forest. Play that Fenrir.
I mean, they could still be Corey Steel cutting, but just with that card.
Yeah, it's weird.
So we have to get our double red. Yeah.
We got red.
Oop. It's just annoying because it doesn't line up with our Elder Dragon War, but it's okay. We can beat a card like this. We really, what we lose to perhaps in this matchup is them going mega wide. And then we only have one of these.
In the main, yeah.
And then also when they go mega wide, if they're monstrous raging and we can't spot remove them,
This card, Voldarian Thrillseeker, is typically only used, I think we blocked this.
Yeah, they're offering a trade.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already ramped. What do we need it for? It makes this big, but who cares?
Well, the reason I say this is kind of weird is because they traditionally want to play... anytime I've ever seen that card, it almost is always with Agatha's Soul Cauldron.
Right.
Because then you can do that crazy shit. So I think what this build is now is it's red-blue Agatha Soul Cauldron with that, and then eyeball.
And
then you throw the eyeball at your opponent.
Even though we haven't seen that yet, but yeah, that would make sense because also this is good with eyeball because of the Harmonize being so cheap.
I think it's eyeball. So Cottage is good. We play Cottage.
Yeah.
And then we play
FOMO, and we bin our cut down.
Bin Araki's Theater.
Okay.
I think cut down's still good. Because if
this.
they have like Steam Core Scholar, I'm like,
right.
kill that thing.
Yeah, so this is like a spin on that then.
I think that's what it is.
Which, so then we could read ahead on this if you wanted to.
We
like,
could.
you know, just get a dragon.
I think
a
next
4-mana,
turn-
4/4 flyer. But we could also do this, right?
I think we. Why does it keep doing that? Drive me nuts. Stop flood mauling us.
Yeah.
I think what we do now is maybe.
Because we could cottage to kill this if we needed to, or
Yeah.
this if we needed to. If you're really worried about them doing the Agathas, then
Yeah.
we would want that out of the graveyard, right?
We cut this down.
Yeah. Cut this down in response to the trigger, see what they do. Okay, they do nothing. They could...
I didn't know if they had like a spell pierce.
Yeah, exactly. They could spell pierce.
But also don't want them to draw the spell pierce. I think we hit winter now. Oh, they got another night in there. Hey,
Another
double
FOMO.
FOMO. Oh wow, they dropped prop.
Yeah, prop.
That's wild. I
That
would've
means
played
this
that.
one card is really good then.
No, they just binned it and then drew. They don't know what they got on top.
Oh, wow. So they rummaged that?
Yeah, they rummaged it.
Yeah,
that's why I was surprised.
Yeah. All right,
So
so
I think we're
let's
playing
see.
Elder Dragon War here.
You think so? And reading ahead,
Actually, what we're doing is
because we can exile a thing from the graveyard, but do you not? Is that not good enough right now?
I mean, they have two, so it's like, how much is it to reanimate? The flashback, is it 3 mana to flashback?
No, it's 5,
Five,
but they
they
can
have
use their they can use their creatures for it. Or if you're worried about them getting the combo, then this would be it.
It's too much mana to do. I think
They can definitely cast Eyeball. We can't just sweep their graveyard like that.
that's true. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I think we're on play FOMO.
Because we could
Let's see,
FOMO and Dragon War.
FOMO and drop the Restless Cottage in our hand.
Yeah, because we have one.
Yep. Oh, we didn't. Oh, we can't.
We can still do it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Who's on top? Okay, so then we just play that, and then our plan is Elder Dragon War for sure.
And do we just read ahead to 2 then?
I think.
And because we could discard that and trade it in, or we can let the sweep
No,
happen
we
and
trade
wait.
It. We trade it. We want to find an answer.
Okay. So we just go ahead right now to 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
If we bend this Thorn Spire Verge and find an answer. That's actually an answer. Hell
There you
yeah.
go. There you go. And we get a 4/4 soon.
Yeah,
that can attack twice. So we're
Primal
doing
is kinda
pretty
huge.
good. Also, this could FOMO attack twice. Can you
Yes,
imagine?
Yes, I can. And I've done it.
Yes. So there's a Thrill Seeker.
That's actually good.
Mm-hmm.
If they keep mana open, then Thrill Seeker is going to be huge.
Because it can swing,
They can
fling
blow
at
it
this,
up,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
They had to pay 1 mana. Is it 1?
It is
One.
1.
Pay 1 mana, fling the creature.
Seems good.
Mana flingers.
Mm-hmm. Coming to a town near you. All right, they tapped out though, but
This
then they
is
could
good.
play a land.
Don't do it.
Ooh, Vivi.
Dude, this deck is crazy.
Yeah, they're
Tap
going.
land.
They're going deep, man.
Yeah, they are.
But I actually think Graveyard Hate's good against them.
This is a weird build, dude.
I don't know. I'm not positive, but I mean, we get to
think-
block the first
I mean,
time.
Graveyard Hate is just naturally good against the Winter Night stories.
Right. I think it is good against them. We haven't seen. We haven't. Yeah, we take it. We haven't seen.
The eyeball.
Or the artifact.
True.
But you feel pretty good about that, right?
I could be wrong. Honestly, after seeing Vivi, they could just be playing this to put counters on that,
Right.
which very well is fine. Like,
Yeah.
that's just
And
good
then
to-
fling it, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It just gets huge. So
Well, yeah. If you just put counters on it, you get all the mana.
Yeah.
Okay. But are we doing this, or are we doing this? We have a lot of play this turn. I mean, we can eat 2 things from the graveyard.
I think we play our Odin here because we can just win.
Mm-hmm.
So play Odin, and then eat their Thrill Seeker. Yeah, eat the Thrill Seeker because they can just kill our Odin.
Mm-hmm.
And then play the District, I guess.
Mhm.
See what's
I
on
think
top.
so.
Oh, no more lands.
And we swing for 10. Oh, this just got here, yeah.
We just tap that missing out. Do it again. All right.
All right, so they can Winter Night Stories.
You're dead. This guy is dead. If you don't kill our Odin, you die. There it is.
There it is. So you were right. So
Tursa.
okay. This card is still
All right,
probably this card is probably underplayed in the format. You know what I mean?
Very much so.
This card is very good.
It's awesome. Don't have an answer for our crazy guy. Don't do it.
They can see a lot of cards, but if they attack this once, we can trade here.
If we find removal, then this game's kind of over.
So everything's Vivi. This has haste.
Everything's V.
Yeah.
Doesn't. Oh, I guess it gets a +1/+1 counter, so you can. And now it's a tapper for mana. Dude, this is deep. This is really deep. Very cool build.
Yeah, I think people have probably been in laboratories with this for sure.
For sure.
Because add 1 mana of any combination, and so this is now.
Makes mana.
Yep. FOMO makes mana, which and this can attack multiple times, but you only have. Okay, but you can do this. You can do this right now.
Yeah. But they have to tap.
Right.
And then if they tap, they die to primal.
Yes. So we've got them in a very tough spot as well.
Right now, yeah.
We even not only primal Odin, we have a huge attack next turn in general.
Yeah, just 10 damage coming at you.
And we have this too.
Oh, even more. Yeah.
So, but they're trying to do crazy combo things.
They are.
So,
it's kind of nuts.
You know, we're letting.
They just pass.
Wow.
All right.
2, 4, 6, 8. We're 1 short of Bahamut, straight up.
I think we just cottage up.
Yeah. All right. They have more mana than it appears they have, but we just swing out.
I think you put it on the cottage. So we eat something here. We eat
a thrill.
Well, hang on. Let's see if we can take them off Delirium.
Oh, true.
Oh, we eat the Golgari Epic here for that for sure.
The Thrill Seeker, yeah.
Because they can just fling all their stuff at us.
Well, they have 2 of them, but we eat both of them.
Yeah. Both of them. Both of them, 1000%.
Well, but okay, they haven't. Yeah, they haven't done it. Yeah. Okay. And then we do this again. You said,
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, they could block and kill it, but then they lose their.
They lose their creatures. Yeah. They kill that FOMO, but that's fine. We're basically sacrificing that.
They didn't block Odin.
Oh my gosh! What? Read the cards.
Odin trigger.
Yes. Dude, did I think we would actually get that? No. Did I ever think that was going to happen? No.
That was amazing.
Wow.
Read the card. We had to read all your crazy ones. This creature gains. Whenever this creature hits you, you die.
We sat around like trying to figure out the math of every crazy thing they could do, and then they let us win like that. That's so easy.
I'm fine with it.
All right. Leyline of the Void.
Pick your poison.
Pick your poison. Duress.
Uh,
Momentum Breaker's not
I think
bad in this matchup.
I think it's actually good because we want to make.
We're like doing a whole big sideboarding thing.
Actually,
we don't need.
Can I do this number here? I think I'm gonna do this number here. I'm gonna put these guys in because they're good. I don't need Elder Dragon War. I don't love Cut Down. What did it hit?
Well, it hits FOMO and Vivi on the front side.
True.
And
it hits
Thrill.
well,
Thrill Seeker if they get the counters on it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we do need the cut downs, but then how do we spot remove anything at that point?
I don't think we do. I think we just go bigger.
Okay.
Cruelty's bad. Not bad, but
it's yeah, demonic tutors. Well,
one of these.
Not for free, but you know what I mean. With the 3.
I'm struggling now. I don't know what else to take out.
All right, for 5.
So let's look at our mana base better here. Let's put this here. This 2. Probably one of these.
You could trim a Bahamut from 1. I don't know about the 1-of cut down. I mean, it's a 1-of at this point. You could probably trim an Esper Origins then. Yeah.
Oop, we have done it.
All right. I do love the Esper Origins. We've talked about it, but that's a fine trim in my opinion.
Milling it is so good, though.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, milling it's great.
Milling it makes like one of the best turn 4s we can have.
Because then you go from 4 to 6.
Yeah.
You know?
This is a good hand.
Yeah, it's just doing powerful things, right? Belmark and Annex.
I'm sold.
Yeah. Okay.
I am tempted to mulligan, though, because freaking Leyline is so good against them.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing is they didn't have, in my opinion, they didn't have, like, probably what the top end of their hands can be.
Yeah.
But this hand's not bad.
I think
like you said, because you can go this into this.
We keep this.
Yeah.
I think we actually just might turn 3 Annex.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Let's see what we got going on. They Thundering Falls, we Thundering Falls. No, we don't. Let's go to
Theater.
Oraculous. Hey!
Raucous Theater, you're 1 turn late.
I don't think we want it. We want mana.
Yeah.
It's good, though. But I don't
well, we have mana. We have the 4th land drop.
I guess just keep it.
Okay.
I'm fine with finding it. I really don't. It's better early on than it is later.
Yeah. Like, we need to put it out on turn 4.
Ooh, it's really good now.
Yeah.
We race to it now.
So that means, honestly, we want to do a tap land again.
Yeah, play tap land. Belmer doesn't matter right now. Not going to find his land. This could be it. Please be a land. It is a land.
All right, so we keep it.
The untapped variety.
So we Fenrir and...
No, we annex.
Oh, we just go annex then, yeah, because we already know that we have the... Okay, there's Vivi.
Vivi gets a counter. You can start tapping for mana.
Yep.
Birds up.
Which this card in paper is still absolutely bonkers, yeah?
I think it's like $30.
Oh, yeah, so yours was just because it was insane.
Oh, I had that.
Tell friends what you have done.
I was very lucky in my pre-release. I won, and then I was given a pack, and then or I won one pack, and one of the packs had a VV in it, but it was the foil borderless one.
Oh yeah.
Or foil altered, or is it called altered art?
Yeah, the alternate art foil.
Yeah, alternate art foil. So it was like $300.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Quite the pack pull.
I thought it was like $70. No, and then I looked it up. I was like, TCG before. I mean, it was technically pre-release, so it was the highest price that it would ever be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Which Blake tries to share all of the pack pull shenanigans that we have with you, but if only that one was on camera, that would be something, right?
It was such a shock. I was like, oh, this is good, and then I had to look it up because I didn't know what Vivi was worth otherwise. I knew people wanted it, but I didn't. I really did think it was like $70.
Yeah.
But for it to be that much was insane.
Which this card is a great card.
It is a great card. Very cool card. Look at it go off right now. Holy shit.
Yeah.
We need to find an answer to that. We are gonna die. We're dead. We are dead.
Well, this blocks.
Yeah. Oh my god. That happened so
We got
fast.
wrecked. Yeah, we got wrecked, man.
We Fenrir. What else do we do? Yeah, we Fenrir.
Okay.
That's the only play. And we still take 2 damage. So if they have an answer to Fenrir, we're dead. I mean,
yeah.
I assume we're just dead, so we just play it and let it get this over with. Find us mountain. Oh no. They're all the same now. Alright, let's see if you got it. I mean, we have Odin, so if you don't have a kill spell...
We do have an answer for this one.
Yeah.
But, we were trying to race to our ley line of the void being in play, but it's like, I will say cut down hits the VV before it gets crazy, but I don't know if we have room for it, the way that we've designed the deck now.
Yeah.
Post-board.
I think we should have maybe mulligan to a ley line. But...
It is very good against blue-red. They can bounce it, but...
We are dead now.
Yeah, because they fling.
Yep.
GG.
They got the combo. It's a very convoluted combo, but it's a combo. Alright. I think we keep it the same. I don't know. What do you think?
This trigger goes on the stack, right?
Yeah.
The backup does?
You can kill something in response, but, I mean, like, in this predicament, we couldn't have a target.
Like if we had cut down. Okay.
Doesn't matter anyways. The backup will still happen, and they'll still get the trigger. That creature doesn't need to be around for it.
Yeah. But this, like before it gets to as big as it does, but I guess it's just not...
It's also so awkward to have that against the VV, because if they just have a non-creature spell in hand and they just play one, then they just prowess it away, and then the cut down doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's a 1/4.
Okay, so it's just not good enough. All right. I guess this is it. Do you want the... You trimmed an Odin.
I kind of want it back.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god. It's easier to cast than the Bahamut. I think we've been...
yeah, I mean, we could try my Bahamut. I mean, like, we love reanimating it, sure, but... I don't know.
So awkward. I think we drop maybe a duress one less.
Like 3 duress.
Yeah, because they have a ton of creatures, man. Like they're also creature based deck. Yeah.
All right.
They're just trying to do weird stuff. Like if we hit Agatha Soul Cauldron, yay.
Weird stuff.
We hit.
But yes.
We hit Prophecy Memory, yay. Like, those are the things.
The Winter Night Stories, even though it has flashback, you still take it away.
Yeah.
All right.
Where they probably have Spell Pierce too at this point.
Right. Oh, this is super hate hand.
This is very, very good.
Wow. We are mean with this hand, and we get to look at our thing. Yeah, look at things. This is basically a dead card, but that's okay. If we find a way to ditch it, then it's back on.
Momo would be great.
If this was a Surveil land, this would be
huge.
Pretty high deal.
Better, yeah. Honestly, if the Bahamut was a land, I'd be happier with it.
Yeah, Surveil land, or a swamp to go turn 1.
All right, they're wondering.
They don't have anything like super backbreaking turn 1 though. But what's sick too is if we have Leyline of the Void early and we do get to duress them, like if they have to lead with Surveil Land and we get to take like a bounce spell that they have.
Yeah.
You know, because that's like their best way out of this is the bounce spell.
Yep.
And that's definitely not going to do it. Yeah. Marauding Mako. Okay.
There's a cut down target we didn't see.
True that. That's annoying. That is really annoying. But
that we place Surveil or Duress first.
Okay, in case you want to double Duress.
Yeah. Well, and actually we can't. We can't. Sorry, that's green.
Oh.
Holy shit! Double profs. Double Agathos. We hit Agathos.
Yep. On forever. They discard a card. We make them better.
I mean, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter then.
Yep.
Okay, so green, red. So we can still do these two next turn.
Yep.
It profs for sure.
Draw a card.
This is a 3/3 now.
Ow. That's good.
Yeah, that will get good.
So we do our play of Esper Origins. Yes.
Gain life, surveil,
No,
be happy,
we do not
surveil.
Want this. I guess we want that on top. It's a land, right? It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's stall or it. It's a land.
We could, we have to get there. We have to get to 5.
Yeah, we have to get to 5. We keep it on top.
Because the what's annoying is that if this was untapped, this would be great because we would Origins next turn.
At least we have a play is the thing, so we definitely keep it on top.
And
yeah, we Duress. We don't want them having
another props, I guess.
Stuff. We're hurting ourselves for it, but oh god, dude, double Winter Night Stories is gonna be insane if he gets a mana. We hit prof. We don't want him to get the mana. Okay. Because they can't. They have nowhere. They have FOMO as a spell. That's it.
Oh, no did they do it?
Don't find a land. Fuck.
Wow. Man, we are taking a wallop.
Dude, this hand is crazy for them. They're the double props and Agatha. This is wild. This is a nuts hand for them.
Yeah. We just have to survive, man. This is better than anything they do.
Yeah. We just. Oh,
it's an 8/8,
dude. Crazy. We're so dead.
Yeah.
GG.
I mean,
holy hot dogs.
Are we dead, right?
Yeah, Winter Night Stories. They draw 3 cards. It gets 3 counters. 8, 19, 11.
Wow.
They just it's just over.
GG. I mean, this deck looks cool, man.
Down was good. I'm sorry, I didn't think about Mako.
Yeah, we didn't see it, and they had a bunch of cards in the graveyard too.
They didn't do it.
Oh yeah, well, but this also wins.
Oh, haste,
yeah. GG, man.
Oh yeah, they draw 2 more cards.
Yeah. So it's even more.
Yep. Good game. Good, cool deck though. Very cool deck.
Yeah, cool deck. Because I like seeing that this card matters. I think this card's neat.
Cool stuff.
We never saw Eyeball, but you would think it's in there. They may not be.
It really might. Like Eyeball's like very.
Eyeball could fit because of a lot of these pieces, but it's not necessary in this deck.
Yeah, it's like a glass cannon.
Yeah.
All right, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Unfortunately, we do lose to the cool Vivi deck.
It's a cool Vivi deck. So when we see cool decks and other people brewing, I don't take as much pain. I don't.
I think
because
that was cool.
It's a cool list, and
awesome.
we just didn't really draw well enough to give ourselves a chance. Like
we didn't
in the game 3. If we could have kept a hand that had Leyline and enough gas, but
yeah, we mulliganed a bunch. We didn't have cut down because they took it out because we didn't see much to cut down, and then they slammed Mako in the very last
it's like,
game.
oh my goodness, cut down would have been incredible here.
Mako just ran us over.
Yeah,
it was unfortunate, but we guess sideboarded wrong and we just didn't know the deck. So how do you sideboard against the deck you don't know? You just do your best.
It's the advantage of playing a brew in the first place.
Exactly.
We thought we saw enough of their deck to make an informed decision, and the only cut downable creatures were Vivi and FOMO.
And Vivi's hard to cut down.
Right. You can only cut it down in a short window, and when your opponent's running Agatha Soul Cauldron and putting counters on things, you also take them out of cut down range.
Yep.
So, but we also paid the price of Leyline, which is if you literally draw a hand and then it's the first card you draw in the game, you are punished.
Yep, instantly punished, and that's exactly what happened. But we're going to talk about the deck, how you can upgrade it, and how you can make it way better in the bracket.
Yeah, stick around. We've learned a lot about the deck, so let's go to a final recap and see what changes are needed. We are back for the recap. I think this deck did a lot of cool things, Blake, but I know that you think it needs work, and where do we start?
So, while this is a really cool deck, to start off, I want to say that I wanted to build something fresh, and to do so, I wanted to play a bunch of new cards. Now, I might have overdone it, and I think I definitely did, because everybody knows there's better Reanimator targets than Summon Primal Odin and Summon Bahamut. Like, let's just be honest, Atroxa is still in Standard.
Yep.
So if you're not running Atroxa and you want to win games, well, you probably need to run Atroxa. Let's just be real. This card's incredible. You probably need 3 or 4 of them, which means this guy probably comes out. It's going to be a whole new build afterwards, just being honest with the viewers out here.
Right.
With that being said, you bump this number to probably 3 and 3, because this is really good with Atroxa. I think 7 is probably the right number here.
As far as fatties?
Yeah, as far as fatties go. Primal Odin can very well be in the build still. I think this is the main thing you want to do is put Atroxa in.
So the thing is, yeah, this gives you choices, because the thing about Summon Bahamut, as much as it was actually fun to play with right now, you just blow up one thing, and it's cool, it's a removal spell, and then either people deal with it, which people actually had more ways to deal with it than I guess I thought about.
Yeah.
But people, they deal with it or they scoop.
Yes.
Whereas
kind of what you want them to do is scoop.
Right, but whereas Atroxa, the point is you refill your hand.
Yes. Also,
so
she has lifelink.
Right, but even if they just kill it, your card advantage overwhelms them.
Most of the time, yes. With that being said, I think with this build, you probably come down the momentum breaker. I don't think you need it anymore. And something we mentioned in the deck tech, the very first one is duress or cut down, right? I'm after playing our matches, I think duress might be the thing. I think we just we take our lumps and lose to aggro, random aggro variants that aren't the Corey Steel Cutter deck, because duress is amazing against that build. I think
so this is an intriguing pivot here, because what you also though gain by going Atroxa is, or Atraxa for those who pronounce it that way. What you gain is the lifelink, like you mentioned, and that shouldn't be understated. So if you are able to quickly, like turn 4, reanimate the Atroxa, then you can actually still have game 1 battle against the aggro anyway.
Yes.
But what you don't want them to do is like run away with Beanstalk, or have some counter spell, or have some way to exile your fatty, which is you're getting at with duress.
Yes. The only other thing I thought about in the build here, it is a little awkward to run Baelmerk.
In general?
Yeah, you don't want to bring these things back from the graveyard, right?
Right.
And
you're just using it to bin the cards.
You're using it to bin the cards if you're lucky enough to grab a Terra or a Fear of Missing Out. Yippee. But that's the only things you're going to hit, right?
Right. Yeah, this isn't the best Baelmerk deck.
It isn't the best Baelmerk deck, so the question is there a better card than Baelmerk to do the same effect? You still need the thing to mill, right?
Yeah.
That right there is a question for the commenters, because I don't know.
So help us out, Cloudpost Nation. Let's get to work on this. I think that's nothing's coming to me right now. I mean, we could go in arena and type in mill, and wade through all of it.
There's a ton of stuff, right? Like,
so mill, and you take off blue, and
5 mana for that is crazy.
Right. Well, you would only want it to be a 2-mana card too, because that's what you do when you impin the Baelmerk efficiently, right?
Very true.
Cash grab.
I will say I did consider say its name. That's a possibility with this crazy
mill
build.
3, right?
And then you get
cash grab though.
Cash grab's cool.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking too powerful formats. I was going to say Malevolent Rumble, but that's way too broken.
Oh yeah, unfortunately.
But yeah,
there's a possibility right here. This little guy.
Right. Mill 4.
Didn't think about this one.
You may put a land, and then very interesting on that.
That's a question to you. I think I'd still stick with Baelmerk for a while, because it's such a big body when it enters. It's just a threat by itself. I don't know. I still like this as the card. Still love FOMO. It works a lot of the time. I still love Esper Origins. I think I would just change the tech right there. Put the cutdowns on the sideboard. I don't know. This card, Momentum Breaker, is probably one of the weakest cards I've realized.
Yeah, you could just have a 1 in the 75, perhaps.
I think it's in the sideboard. Honestly, I don't think it even stays in the sideboard. I think you can find something better than that.
Right. Or do you need like a 3rd Pick Your Poison? We wanted it a lot.
I was like, I think a 3rd Pick Your Poison is probably best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's exactly right. We put another Pick Your Poison in, and I think this is just a competitive build now at this point, or a more competitive build. Because when we went through the ringer right there, that was a little bit brutal at some of those matches.
Yeah, just more suited for the meta.
Yeah.
You actually now, let's see, looking at it one last time.
Fortunately, I can't make it look pretty.
You may never have. Well, no, you will have it, but you're going to be harder pressed to have Delirium. But it's also not critical to have Delirium with FOMO. But in this main deck configuration, you have no instance.
Yeah, you don't. That's a good, very, very, very good point.
So
Once
if
again,
there was something that replaced the Baelmerk milling, and if the commenters, if all of you who stick with us and watch, if you were to give us a new card inspiration that is replacing this Baelmerk, perhaps do so as an instant speed spell.
Very true.
Because that would be pretty sweet if we were able to fill the graveyard and it be an instant, which will give us, because we had actually times where we were using FOMO effectively, and that was sweet. But you know, if you can't beat them, join them. As far as the Grand Unifier, this is the best thing still in Standard to resurrect from your graveyard.
Certainly so. I would only run 3 of them because 4 of them seems like the legendary thing coming in kind of does affect you. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you want 4 and 2 of Bahamut. But Bahamut does the thing you want it to do and still into the game. I don't know. This is where I would sit. So,
yeah.
If you think this is a cool deck, please let us know down in the comments below. Jake, where can they find this?
They can actually find it, Blake, at Aether Hub. If you're new to the Cloudpost, Aether Hub is a website where you can just download decks. In fact, Blake has cultivated all of the Cloudpost lists for a very long time there at Aether Hub. So take the link in the description of this video. It will take you right to this deck, and you can download it on your very own arena.
With that being said, we will catch you next Friday. But wait one last second. I will be putting up this particular list, not the old one. I think this will do you better, so play this one. We'll see you next Friday.